So have any of you guys been paying attention to Spirit's new animatronics this year? It's kind of an interesting year this year, so I'm really curious to see what you guys think of these. I'm just going to be going in alphabetical order, kind of like lightning round, just talking about my opinions on the new animatronics. I'm not going to be putting any other videos, otherwise this video would be way too fucking long. But without further ado, let's talk about the new shit. First up, we got Art the Clown. A lot of people have been clamoring for some sort of Art the Clown prop, and Party City made one this year, and then Spirit came out with this one, and the Spirit version is better. I'm not just saying that because of brand loyalty, even though a lot of people yell at me that I'm biased. I mean, I kind of am. But no, like genuinely, the Spirit one just looks better. It's cheaper than the Party City one, and I really like the animation. He kind of just twists side to side, and he does like a wavy little hand. He just waves his hand. And yes, I probably will get this one. Barnaby the Bear. I really fucking like this guy. I didn't think I was going to at first because I thought he was just going to kind of rotate on the ball and look really lame. But they actually put some effort into this animation. He kind of twists his body in segments to kind of make it look as if he is actually balancing on the ball. And the ball itself does move a little bit. It's really cool. I do plan on getting him. Almost $300 though. That's a lot of money for this guy. Probably should have only been like $250 max, or maybe not even that. Bobby Strings. Another one that I wasn't planning to get until I learned that he's 7 feet tall. When I saw the image of this little puppet guy, I genuinely thought he was just going to be tiny. No, but his gimmick is that he's fucking massive. Just looking at the picture, imagining him being that huge, I definitely think I'm going to get this guy. I don't know why this one's on the list. None of the other flashbacks aren't, but we got Cerberus again. Originally came out in 2015, and they remade him for some reason. And interestingly enough, why did I say it like that? Interestingly enough, he's what's considered a staple prop now. So you have those returning props every year, like the Jumping Spider, the Sitting Scarecrow, and Man's Possessed Friend, you know, really good sellers. For some reason, Cerberus has just been lumped into that category now, and he's going to return every year after this for some reason. But luckily, he's only $130, and he's completely updated. He's got a new control box, a new metal frame. I do plan on picking up the new one because I have a 2016 version and it's falling apart, so I'd really like a new Cerberus. This is good just for this year, but it's gonna get really annoying seeing this motherfucker in every lineup. Cotton Candy Dan. I'm gonna get a little bit of flack for this one. I do like him, but I do think he is really overrated. And the only reason I say that, I love his voice, I love the sculpt, I love a lot about him. The only thing that I don't like about him is his color scheme. I've just never been a fan of the blue, yellow, red color combo on clowns. It's the reason I don't like Twitching Clown. If his colors were different, and I know that's a stupid fucking reason, but it is. It's just I don't like that color combo. If his clothing was different, I'd probably like him a lot more. Dark Princess. I feel like I'm going back and forth on her a little bit. I love her face, and the fact that the wings open up when she jumps up. That's what she does, by the way. She pops up and her wings open up. It's really fucking cool. She is a reskin of Dagger Mike from last year, but she's better than Dagger Mike. I don't think I would get her, but again, I think she's alright. Demonic Gatekeeper. This is one that I slept on when I first saw the video. I didn't give a fuck. But for some reason, kind of like with the Cremator, who we'll talk about later, I've just been watching videos of this one over and over, and I love his sculpt. I think the body could have been a little bit better. I like the animation. He's made by YJ, and he's got some classic YJ vibes, so I appreciate that. Also, his mouth moves. I don't think I said that. He rises up and his mouth moves. Emily from The Corpse Bride. They made Emily and Victor this year. I'll talk about Victor later, but Emily herself, she's fucking phenomenal. Both Emily and Victor are hands down the best post-2017 licensed props, because there's two different eras of Spirit Halloween licensed props. You've got like the classic era from 2012 and under, and those were all made by Gemmy pretty much. And then there was a hiatus where they didn't do any licensed props from 2013 to 2016. And then in 2017, they just came back with them. And from 2017 onwards, it's been this new era of kind of like licensed figures from different companies. They're servo animatronics too, so they blink. I don't think their eyes move, but I know their heads move in all directions. They're really fucking cool. And I am gonna get both of them. Ghostface. He's interesting. I do like him. The head tilt animation throws me off because there's someone else, another licensed character this year that I feel like could have used that head tilt animation way better, and they didn't give it to him for some reason. But I mean, the mask is interchangeable, which is cool. You can have like the cracked mask or like the bloody mask. He's all right. Giant Death Ray. Don't know why he's named that. That's the only thing I don't really like about, well, I don't like his chest lights either, but he's basically this big alien. I love his sculpt, his creepy animation. He just kind of slowly looks around, and he's got some really creepy ambient music. I fuck with him. Gravestone Ghoul. I also really like this guy. He could have been a little cheaper. I don't know why he's 180. He could be like 130. Only thing I don't like about him is his animation. It makes sense what he's doing, but he should have been like Twitching Banshee. If you guys remember Twitching Banshee, when she twitches around, she kind of pauses mid-twitch and it looks really unsettling. That's what he should have done, but for some reason he just goes around and around in a circle and he doesn't fucking stop. But he looks cool. And then one we actually don't even have a picture for, or a video or anything, is the gray jumping spider. Just another jumping spider variant, which I'm always happy to see. We don't get those too much from Spirit. A lot of other retailers have their own jumping spiders, like the UV jumping spider, or other ones. Oh, Party City had a realistic jumping spider, which was pretty fucking cool. But yeah, Spirit doesn't do spider variants that much. They've got like the brown jumping spider, the black and red, and the regular black one. But a gray one sounds cool. Fuck it, throw in a white one too. I would buy that. I've always wanted a black and green one, or a black and purple one. You should make more jumping spider variants, because I will buy them. Max Straw. Fuck, wait. He's right there. I liked him enough to get him. He's cool as hell. 180 bucks for something that's as big as he is, you know, fully animated. Well, fully animated, his head turns, but he's animated. Fully weatherproofed for that price. He's pretty good. Michael Myers. This is the one I was referring to earlier when I was talking about Ghostface. Why would they not give this head tilt animation, you know, the head tilt animation, why would they not give that to Michael? That's like his whole thing. You know, every movie, every Halloween movie, there's always that one moment where he like kills someone, he's going like... Also, for some reason, none of the Michael Myers animatronics since like 2018 have been able to use the official Halloween theme. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with licensing regarding the new trilogy, the 2018 through, what was it, like 2021 trilogy? But the fact that none of these Michael animatronics play the iconic theme or even the breathing or anything, it just throws me off. It doesn't really matter how good he looks if, you know, if he's just playing some generic ass audio, it just kind of takes away from the whole thing. Nibbles the Clown. This is a really fascinating one. He looks all right. I love the face sculpt. Again, the color combo, orange and black on a clown, it's interesting. I don't fuck with it too heavy, but I do kind of like him. What's interesting about Nibbles is that this guy has new technology. Apparently, he has the ability to motion track people, which is something I've never really even thought of on an animatronic, but it makes so much sense. He's got a sensor in his nose that supposedly can lock on to people, and his head moves around and he follows people as they walk around. I have a lot of concerns about this though. I'm crossing my fingers that it works, and if it does, I'll probably buy him, because that's cool as hell. But what happens when two people are standing next to each other and they're both walking around? Is he gonna struggle and glitch out trying to fight between two people? What happens in a group of people? What happens if someone is holding their phone in front of them? Those kinds of things, you know? Or someone with an elaborate costume, maybe they're holding an accessory that's kind of blocking their face from time to time. Is the whole effect just gonna be... I do have faith though. They seem fairly confident. I'm really, really curious to see how it works. Night Terror. I appreciate... Shirley Stab. Again, another one I have mixed feelings on. I love her appearance. She looks much better in the stock photo though. In videos I've seen, her face just does not look... She looks way too mannequin-like. And I don't... She stabs with the knife hand, and it's really stiff. The Cremator. This is one that I already have, and I've made a video about him. I love this guy. I did not think anything really special of him at first, but again, as I watched videos, he grew on me a lot. And the flame effect just looks so much better in person. Unfortunately, he is static. I mean, I don't really mind, but I know a lot of people were disappointed by that. Static or not, he's probably the most visually appealing prop of the lineup this year. The lighting, the skull, the colors, you know, just black and gray, but with that orange mixed in, he just looks so fucking cool. And his voice, his dialogue, his phrases are the best since Black Widow Flaming Witch. And that's a bold claim. He's got some really well-written phrases. Ringmaster. A very, very interesting. I'm so glad that they decided to go with a human character for the Ringmaster, because we don't see human characters that much, but it's always pleasant when we do. No video of him yet, but from the pictures you can see he's clasping onto one side of his vest. He opens it up, and apparently there's some sort of projection effect, like the skull you see in the photo. There's a projection effect that displays on his chest. I don't know if it moves. I don't know what it does. And also he tilts his head back when he does it. He's pretty neat. I don't think I'll get him. I'm really interested to see him in person, though. He looks like he's got potential. Towering Tallulah. This is just a Mr. Dark reskin. So this is the third Mr. Dark prop we've gotten. There's Mr. Dark, Hellspawn, and now Towering Tallulah. I love all these guys. The one thing I will say is that Tallulah, objectively, I think is the weakest of the three, but that does not mean she's bad. It's just that you have 3 character variants, and Tallulah herself as a witch is just the most constrained one, the most hard to justify. Because really, I mean, what do you got? A forest setting, swamp, you can get creative with where you use her, but something like Mr. Dark, who's just kind of like this skeletal demon figure, he's much more versatile. I'd argue that Hellspawn is also way more versatile, just being kind of this devil character. He is bright red though, so that always limits him. Mr. Dark is definitely the most versatile of the 3, but Tallulah's good. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, I'm yapping too much. Tallulah's good, weakest of the 3, but still fair. Would maybe get her. Victor, dude, you know, Emily's great, but something about Victor, the stock image doesn't really justify what I'm about to say, but I think Victor just looks slightly more accurate than Emily, and I think it's just because Emily has more going on, Victor's got less going on, it's just kind of a given. But again, they both look so fucking good, and their animation too, everything about these guys, just hands down best licensed character in this new era of, you know, licensed characters. Last but certainly not least, because she's one of my favorites of the lineup this year, Wanda Webworth. I don't know why they gave her such a goofy ass name. I do kind of love it though. She's not a talking character, thank God. This is just some sort of mutant spider thing. Its arms move, so she's got these moving arms, and her mouth moves, and she just makes spider noises. The funniest thing about her though is that if you look at her, she looks like an alien from Rick and Morty. Like, she looks like something that would step out of one of Rick's green portals and then he would promptly shoot in the fucking head. Does she not look like that? I think that adds to her charm though, and again, she's like 6 feet tall. This thing is fucking huge. This is a definite grab for me. I love her. So with that being said, what am I planning to get this year? I already have the Cremator and Max Draw. I'll count those. Planning to get Art the Clown, Barnaby the Bear, Bobby Strings, Cerberus, Emily. I've got a list over there. Victor and Wanda Webworth. That's 9 props from the lineup this year, and I've already got 2 of them. Also, there's a couple other flashbacks that I completely forgot about. Towering Clown and Twitching Banshee both came back this year, which makes sense, Towering Clown especially. But yeah, that's the 2024 lineup. If you want to see any of their videos, just try looking them up. Some of them are up on the wiki. Almost all of them, I think, except for a couple. But let me know what you guys think of this year's lineup. And I want to know which ones are your favorites and least favorites, because I think that would be really interesting to talk about.